Hey, this is Andrew from Ride Time, and today I'm going to talk to you about why you should think twice if someone talks to you about leasing. Again, I'm Andrew, one of the brothers of bargains here from Ride Time. So there's a big buzzword that's going around in the industry, and it's leasing. A lot of people are walking into the dealership and they're going to be talked to about leasing a vehicle. And I just want everyone to be aware the downfalls of leasing. Leasing does make sense for some people, there's no question about that, but it doesn't make sense for everybody. And I fear that there's going to be a lot of people that are talking to customers about leasing, and they're going to sell them on the really, really great ideas about leasing and not go through the downfalls or the pitfalls of leasing. Now, I don't want to confuse anybody, because if you watch some of the videos that I've made in the past, I was talking about how we want to buy your vehicle if you're in a lease, and if you're in a lease right now, you could be in equity. What we're dealing with right now in the industry is a black swan event. We have a once in a 1,000-year flood. We have a computer chip shortage. We have an inventory shortage, which is increasing the value of vehicles. That's not typical, and no one could have predicted this 3-4 years ago, what it was going to do to values. So the benefit of leasing, you get more car for less payment. And the truth is, the reason why leasing is becoming so popular in the automotive industry right now is because new cars have gotten so expensive. New cars have actually risen in price 35% in the last 20 years. So there are downfalls when leasing a vehicle. One is it's a closed contract. So if your lifestyle changes, you can't get out of the lease early. If you want to get out of the lease early, you're going to have to pay a penalty. The other pitfall that you want to consider is how many on average kilometers a year you do. Leases set up a residual value based upon mileage. And you can have a low kilometer lease, you can have an average lease, or you can have, a higher kilometer lease. But the truth is, if you're doing more than average, and I have some customers that do 40,000 kilometers a year, you will never want to lease a vehicle when you're doing that much mileage, because the penalties at the end of the lease will be atrocious. So I find leasing's popularity will go up and down. And the reason why is you'll have a lot of people that are talked into a lease and it really doesn't make sense for them. They get to the end of the lease and they find that they have a large bill that they weren't expecting. So do yourself a favor, if you're considering buying a vehicle and someone is talking to you about leasing, there are some very important things that you have to consider. How many kilometers on average do you do? How often do you change out your vehicle? Are there any life changes that are coming up that you might need a bigger, smaller vehicle? And if you are going to lease and lock yourself in, do yourself a favor and try and do it for the shortest term that's affordable. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to us. My name's Andrew again, one of the brothers of bargains here at Ride Time. You can get a hold of us 24 hours a day on our website, ridetime.ca, or you can call us toll free 1-877-268-1006. Again, my name's Andrew, and at Ride Time, we have your ticket to ride.